Hi, I'm Michael, the host of FBTV Radio Live. The following is a segment from one of our recent broadcasts. You can hear the full show by visiting our website at freightbrokertv.com. You can find FBTV Radio on your favorite podcasting app, or you can listen to FBTV Radio Live every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. If you'd like to make a comment, ask a question, you can. Just call our studio line at 479-668-0213. That's 479-668-0213. Now keep in mind that your comments or questions may be used as part of a future FBTV radio broadcast, podcast, or even in a video. Hey, thanks for listening to FBTV Radio. I agree. Hey, welcome back, FBTV Radio Live. My name is Michael. I'm your host. We do this every Friday morning at 10 a.m. I was talking about my squeaky chair in the first segment. Other things, we're getting some upgrades to the some other equipment as well, like new mixing boards, new studio monitors, and things like that. But that'll all be here next week. And, you know, that's a thought that ran through our heads when we ordered this stuff is, hey, we're not inviting coronavirus in on the boxes we just ordered that are being shipped. And from the research we've done, no way the virus should be able to live. But anyway, isn't that crazy, the world we live in now? I mean, 9/11, you know, if you were around September 10th, 2001, it was a whole different world than what it was September 11th, 2001. And I'll give you my little spiel. I usually do this on the anniversary of 9/11. Give my little spiel about me and what I was doing. Matter of fact, if you heard any of the podcasts I've done in the past or radio shows or anything like that, and they're still available out there on the internet. You know, once on the internet, they stay on the internet. But if you can find one, you can listen to it. You'll hear the spiel where I go into talking about my life, my day, 9/11, how it changed, you know, what I was doing. I mean, it was just a terrible day, but it just the way it happened. It was just odd. But anyway, same thing with the coronavirus. You know, the world's going to change. It has changed, but when we get on the other side of this, what's going to be different? How many knee-jerk reactions are we going to have? And, well, look at here. Here's something I'm talking about. Washington State bans recreational fishing and shellfishing to slow coronavirus spread. So, if you're a resident of Washington State, you can't fish. If you've been in the house and you thought, hey, you know, I'm going to get my rod, my reel, some bait, tackle. I'm going to go down to the water and I'm going to fish. It'll be something to do. I'll be alone. So I'm not quarantined or stuck in the house. Well, you can't do that. It's against the law in Washington State. They have issued a temporary order to close all recreational fishing and shellfishing in the entire state to further prevent the spread of COVID-19. I know special circumstances and, you know, Washington State, you know, they're on the coast and things like that. But is Governor Jay Inslee, is he kind of overstepping there, kind of doing that panic thing we talked about? You know, have you ever watched that Northwoods Law, or the one about the Texas game wardens, what they call that? They try to do one, or they did one, I guess, the Northwest game wardens. And nothing against them. I mean, I have high respect for the game wardens and park rangers and things like that. But have you ever noticed that the ones in the Northwest are just a little bit different than the ones in Texas and the ones in Maine and up there in the northeast part of the country? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I noticed there's a distinct difference in the the way they perform their duties, put it that way. But Washington State, they banned fishing. It's illegal to fish for the time being due to the coronavirus. You know, when I first saw this, I thought, oh no, somebody's figured out that coronavirus can be spread to animals or fish. So you catch and release, you're giving that fish the coronavirus, and you're going to go back in and infect all the other fish, and next thing you know, all the fish in that waterway will have to be destroyed or something. I don't know. That's what I first thought when I saw that. I go, okay, why would they ban fishing? How does fishing? But I guess they figure they don't want a lot of people going out fishing. You know, matter of fact, me and a buddy of mine plan on going out this weekend, probably tomorrow. Originally, the forecast here where I'm at in Arkansas called for rain. Still does for tomorrow. But going to be up 75. That's according to the Weather Channel. But when I go to NOAA, unless they've changed it, which can happen. Come on, load up. I'm waiting for it to get on my thing here. Okay, tomorrow it's saying 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 p.m. Well, we won't be going, or I wouldn't be able to go till after 1 p.m. So, yes, we may be at the lake tomorrow, unless the state of Arkansas bans fishing between now and then. But anyway, I think it's all kind of nuts. Anyway, Michigan Fish and Wildlife and Parks Department is recommending that sportsmen practice social fishtancing. That's supposed to be a play on words. Distancing. You know, some words were not meant to be played on. Distancing, I don't believe is one of those words, or is one of those words that shouldn't be played on. But they are urging that fishermen stay at least 6 feet apart. Okay, there's common sense. That's not panicking, that's common sense. Or in their words, you need to stay a distance of at least 4 trout, or maybe 2 shovel-nosed sturgeon. I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, I went to the post office the other day. And I think here in Fort Smith, Arkansas, where I'm at, unless they've had a few more cases, last I heard 2, maybe 3 cases of coronavirus substantiated here in my locale. But went to the post office the other day. I had to mail some things. And, yeah, the people in there, they were practicing that social distancing. It was obvious when you walked in. I mean, the line was every individual 6 feet apart. You know, if there would have been 20 people in the post office that day, they would have been out the door and around the building. It's pretty wild. All right. Come on, Washington. Let's not overreact here. I think that's just overreacting. You're banning recreational fishing. Ah, well, what else? Restaurants obviously being hit hard. I heard this on the radio or someplace the other day. I think there is a pizza joint someplace. I think it was pizza. Anyway, with every pizza order, they're delivering a roll of toilet paper with it. Need a roll of TP, order a pizza. They'll deliver it. Well, the guy said that, I'm not reading this. This is just from my memory what I heard on the radio the other day, that the owner of the pizza joint said he had plenty of toilet paper, you know, but now that his dining area is closed, they can only deliver. Well, why not make it? You know, make it easy on people. You know, order a pizza, we'll bring you a roll of toilet paper. So anyway, that's that. All right, diesel. Let's talk about transportation. I mean, here we are almost halfway through the FBTV Radio Live, and we've hardly said anything about trucking, transportation, or whatever. But, you know, that's the world we live in today. It's bottom line, world we live in. Diesel falls again, almost 7.5 cents, down to $2.65.9 per gallon. Gasoline down 12.8 cents. That scares me. I like low fuel prices. What scares me is it's been my experience that it will shoot back up. It's going to shoot back up. It's going to skyrocket. Hopefully not. Since they started the fracking thing, saying fracking is good or bad, but it sure has helped the prices of oil. It's taking that, 12 years ago, it wasn't that long ago, diesel was over $5 a gallon. You remember that? And there were trucks out there hauling freight for pre-$5 a gallon rates. In other words, they were still hauling it for $1 a mile. They wouldn't go up. Their mentality was, hey, as long as we got freight to haul and we're getting paid, we've got to roll the truck. A little bit of something's better than 100% of nothing. And I agree with that. Yes, a little bit of something is better than 100% of nothing, but you got to be business smarts here. If you're 120% of nothing, you're losing 20%. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be wise about this. But people were doing that back then. And shippers would not go up on their rates because they still had people hauling freight for the old rate. So why go up? I mean, that's good business sense on their part. Anyway, neither here nor there. All right. Road check. CVSA road check scheduled in May for May 5th through 7th. Been postponed. It will be happening, just not in May. Looks like they're talking about maybe August, maybe. But this is all due to the coronavirus. CVSA announced they're going to postpone their 3-day truck inspection campaign. Was scheduled for May 5th through 7th. Even though they've not rescheduled, they are probably looking around August. No, wait, I'm wrong. I'm reading something else here. It's going to happen, but later on down the road. First time in 32 years, history of the CVSA road check, that the road check has been postponed. If you're a driver, you're familiar with these road checks every year, 3 days. That's when I go home. The dates for 2 other CVSA enforcement efforts remain as scheduled for now. That's the Operation Safe Driver Week, scheduled for July 12th through 18th. Brake Safety Week, still set for August 23rd through 29th. Brake check safety stuff, brake safety. I kind of, when I was driving, I assume it's still the same way. I don't go out to California anymore, I don't know. But I drove for companies that they would certify the drivers to adjust their brakes, and you get a little certification card saying you were a certified brake adjuster. Because in California, if you were not a certified brake adjuster, you couldn't touch your brakes. And that's just part of your pre-trip. You adjust your brakes when you need it. Get that wrench in there and turn it, get it right. But anyway, all right. So the road check's been postponed. What else is going on? We'll save that for a minute or two. There's so much stuff going on around the world, the country. Let's talk about this. It's pretty good. J.B. Hunt, they're getting recognition for it, but they're a big trucking company, which is probably why they are getting a lot of recognition for it. But, we'll talk about it after the break. We're going to take a break here, come back in a couple of minutes, and I'll talk to you about J.B. Hunt and what they're doing for their people. It's pretty nice, actually. We'll be right back.